Hi people all over there. This video is in English. For my German audience, a short explanation now. Dieses Video ist in Englisch. Alles, was ich hier zeige, habe ich schon auf Deutsch gezeigt. Und von daher, dem ist sowieso einfach zu folgen. Wer Interesse hat, der bleibe dran. Ansonsten, jetzt geht's weiter in Englisch. And now in English again. This is a video about a rumor that there is a new record of speed shooting of ROF, which means rate of fire. In German it's called cadence, of a new pistol crossbow, and we want to talk about it, not about the new crossbow, about speed shooting and different limbs. And the second part is I want to show you my full total outdoor equipment for my next shooting, and we'll explain it in English, and so it's better for you to decide if it's necessary for you or not. So, rock and roll. 10 shots, M10, Steambow. Ten shots. Dry fire protection of DFP Pro, of Sportsman Target. DFP Pro it's called. Okay, here we go. Okay, scattering circle. Okay, not really one hand, a little bit smaller. Short range, 6 yards. That was very fast in relation to other crossbows, but I have to mention that was only the 35-pound limb of Steambow, which means it increases a power of 6 to 8 joule. It's not very much. In my opinion, but it's only my personal one, I prefer for realistic applications and self-defense situations the heaviest limb I can shoot in a dynamic way, in a dynamic style. So the most powerful limb of Steambow is the 150. And now we want to check it, how fast this would be. And for me, most important point are the first 3 shots for this kind of application. Now we check it, and not any longer the fun version compact of Steambow. I like it very much. Nice one. And this as the M10 version. Okay. Okay, here we go now. My personal M10. First of all, if I want to shoot with a heavier limb, I have to change, obviously, the bolts. No longer the light ones. I will choose heavier ones. And these are mixed up totally. Different brands, different tops, heads. Oops, and one has fallen. Okay, now we're gonna load it for the 150-pound limb. There's no order. I will do it random. The other bows, the other brands are S&K. It's called German brand S&K. And crossbowtuning.com. This is from S&K. S&K. Okay. And now 150. This is my Holosun red dot. Yeah. Very, very good. Very happy with it. A lot of features I made in unbox video in German. You can follow it by reading the translation. Okay, the sling I don't need it. $150. Okay. It's not so easy to cock it. There are different possibilities. It depends on the rate of fire which you want to increase. And I don't want to shoot all the 10 bolts. It's just for showing the first 2 or 3 shots, because they are the most important ones in a self-defense situation, as I told before. Most people will tell you in a short range there's a max of 2 shots, and you have to train your footwork. It's really necessary to go out of the center of aggression to win a little bit of time. Okay, 150. Okay, the most easiest way to cock the 150 is to put it here on your hip, on your bone, and then I place the front grip at the end of the bottom, and so the angle is the most possible one. But if you want to shoot it in a tactical way, you can repeat it at the shoulder too. Okay. And now I will do is in this style. I will shoot. It's cocked, yeah, and it's safe now. And then the second one in a tactical mode, without moving. This I will show in another video. Okay. Safe, unsafe. Okay, 3 shots, 150. A little bit funny result. Starting at the left, going to the right. Yeah, this was, I think, one of these hunting. Sorry. Okay. Second one too, I think. Oh, this is easy. I think there was a hole before. My DIY target, sorry. And S and K. Okay, nice brand too. Okay, and a little bit damaged. It's nearly 1 year old. As the most of you know, there's another crossbow called Twin Strike in 2 variants of Excalibur, which has the power of 2 full-size shots. You have to cock it with a crank, and then you can shoot it immediately and under 1 second. Why it's not presented? Because the cocking mode, the cocking system is double time of a normal full-size crossbow with a crank, and so for me there is no tactical idea of it, but it's only my opinion. You can have another one. Conclusion, my personal one, should not be yours. I prefer the strongest limb which I can choose in a dynamic mode, and not 35, 55, 60, 65, 70. I think if we are talking about a realistic scenario, the minimum should be 120 or even more. And I think, but it's my personal opinion, yeah. Special tips or thinner bolts will not compensate a weaker limb. Okay, second part, outdoor preparation and my equipment for outdoor shooting. This is not about the advantages or disadvantages about one brand or the other one. Okay, I want to start with this one. Okay, I don't use it only for ground shooting. I place all my stuff, all my equipment on it, on the ground, or where I am when I go outside, and there's a lot of place, and you see it's 2 meters long and nearly 1 meter, and it's necessary for me, yes, 100%. There's also water protection, and yeah, there's always a lot of dirt where I am, and I like it very much. 10 euros, no problem. Okay, next. Here. These are safety glasses from Wiley. Doesn't matter from which brand. Different colors there are inside. You can change it, and yeah, I think it's necessary if you do it every time. I had an accident with a pistol crossbow 1 year ago, and I had no safety glasses, and I had a lot of luck. Yes. Not one of the brands which I should shoot now, just to mention. Okay. This is a wind gouger. You can check the weather conditions. I live in the North Sea on an island, but I shoot near to my hometown, and there's always a lot of wind, and yeah, for me, for long ranging or for mid-range, it's necessary outdoor. Yeah. Okay, next one. For adjust your scope, huh? for this idea. Okay, these are only parts. This is an M10 magazine, which is full. The bolts depends on the power of your limb, which you take with you. Okay, this is just tape for my target, and these are a speed loader system of Steambow. I use it in this moment today just as a tool for transport. Okay. And this is a mullet bag. Yeah, you know the system. Very good. Okay. My second mullet magazine. String aids. Yeah, I have different ones because different crossbows with me. This is for measuring balloons if I want to shoot on balloons from long range, and yeah, different stuff, lubrication, and yeah. Just to show you the which bag I use for transport. It's a mullet too. Okay. A balance digital one. If you want to weight your bolts at your shooting range or at your shooting spot, you have to take it with you. And when you take it with you, it's always better to have a pen with you to script the weights on the bolts I showed you before in a video. This is my rangefinder. It costs this one nearly 50 euros or something. Yeah, it's very important for measuring the distances, not only for scoping. It's always important when you choose your lamp or your bolts and you want to fix the difference between them, and yeah, very important too. These are my outdoor gloves. Yeah, here is a real winter, 0 to 3 degrees Celsius, and yeah, I prefer it in the winter time, especially if I use the survival one, which I cock with my hands. Dum, 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 dum. This is the K2 knife of Steambow. New one. You can change the color of the grips. I prefer the wooden style if I take it with me singular. But you have to be careful in Germany. There's a new law, and yeah, other people talked about it. I don't want to do it because this is an English video. It's a German issue. Okay, magazine. Sorry for my disorder. Okay. This is another model bag. A longer one, a great one. There's always a speed loader, and these are 9-inch bolts for my survival of Steambow. They are from crossbowtuning.com. Different weights, and yeah, 4 different bolts, different distances, ranges. Yeah. Okay. And now we have the 3 models, variants of Steambow. First of all, you saw it at the beginning of the video, the compact version, possible with 35 or 55 limb. Yeah, there are strong people in my community, they can shoot it even with a 75 or 90 point limb, but I'm not so strong. 55 for me it's okay. 75 is a torture for me. Okay, the first one, the compact one. Oops, okay, the second one, my outdoor baby, survival. Yes, I love the click clack, and it works fine. 2-point sling, assembled. Yeah, the sling is always, for me it's necessary if I have, not necessary, it's a form of luxury if I have a long shooting, and 1-point, 2-point, there are different opinions. Like always, it depends on the application. Some people prefer a 1-point sling in a tactical mode. For transporting in long days, 2-point sling is better. Here, there's a 2-point sling. There are always techniques how to shoot with it, not only for transport. Here I assembled a paracord, it's called. Yeah, okay, my survivor, the K1 knife here. Okay. Scope is from crossbowtuning.com, original from EK Archery 432, illuminated. Check the battery. Yeah, blue and red. Yes. Oh. It's enough 432 for the survival. But sometimes I choose a bigger one. Okay, and the last one, the M10. There are different upper variants, the AR6, the AR6 metal magazine, the single shot version like you saw before on the survival, and the new M10 upper. Yeah, which bolt I told you is always depends on the limb you choose. Holosun red dot, UTG front grip, and these are Picatinny rail protection plates from UTG, just a thing of start. Folding stock adapter, and as I told you, a 1-point sling. Yeah. Yes. I want to tell you one thing which is very important. If you do your whole preparation, you check all your screws, lubrication and everything. Lubrication I would prefer it at your shooting range. Limbs. Limbs and their blocks. It's very important that you check it, that the block position is central and not too much on the left side or right side. Second one, check your screws every 100 shot. Next one, check the grade of tension. Official recommendation is 65 millimeters. Some people prefer a little bit more. Me too, sometimes, depends on the limb. Yeah. Yo, Pete, you forgot something. Target. This is my DIY target ball, made out of an old soccer ball, leather ball. I took the rubber balloon out of it and put old rags, old clothes in it and pressed it as hard as I could. Then I closed the seam with a tape stripe and then tape all around it, target stickers, and that's everything. Durability, resistance. Durable, resistible, yes it is. This is my old DIY target ball. Now it's nearly 2 years old. Made it in the same way I shot on it with all my crossbows, even with the full-size one, even with war boards, hunting boards, doesn't matter. Very hard, very resistible. Yeah, this is the new one. How hard it has to be depends on the limbs and on the bolts you use, especially these ones, all thinner bolts, even with another tip. Okay. I hope I could help you with some informations, and it was not so boring. Okay, thank you for watching. Regards, Pete.